You can't put faith in everybody that is sitting in front of you. Even if you feel that they have an expertise higher than yours. Let me tell you something. I was sitting the other day across the street across from somebody, a banker. And, we get to talking, and he is a banker and he works at a bank and he's in charge of, loans and business loans. And, we're talking about my account. I started asking him, types of questions and different investment, strategies or ways that I invest my money and things that I'm doing. And I'm getting the blank look on my face. I come to find out that the guy's young. He took this job. It's an entry level position at the bank. And after about 5 minutes of talking with him, I end up mentoring him. What are you doing with your life, man? Are you happy? This is where you want to be. Talking to me about 2 years about, getting into some sort of middle management position. I'm going to, work in the back office. You're going to drive 20 miles in each direction every day, 5 days a week. Little girl at home. So for the next 2-3 years, so that you can wait to see if you get promoted to a middle management position and make a few $1,000s extra a year and ask for 2 weeks vacation. You're telling me that that's what you wanted. That's fine if that's what you want. There's people that love that. They love the structure. I'm not one of those people. But when you're sitting in front of me and I ask you, what you're about and what your dreams are, there's no enthusiasm. This chair is sinking. I'm sitting here going, zzz. There's no enthusiasm in what this guy's doing with his life. Hey, you got to change something. I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 6, sometimes 6:30. I'm up early though, with energy, with enthusiasm, ready to tackle the freaking day. I love what I'm doing for work. I love where I'm going. I see the map. I see the path. It ain't always clear. I don't always know what's up ahead at the bend, but I know that whatever is going to present itself, I am more than capable of handling and taking care of. If I don't know something, I go figure it out, period. That's what I tell people. What do you need? What do you need? Because I will figure that out. I will bring it together. I will ask the questions. I will knock on the door. I will pick up the phone. I'll do the research. We got the internet, for God's sakes. We got YouTube and Google, to help guide us and educate us. We got apps on our phones now, man. I'm trading all my stocks on my phone. I don't use a broker. I do my own strategic trading. I'm learning, sometimes by the hard knocks, but they're my hard knocks. I sit here, I went through the book, Investment for Dummies. I got another, the Patient Investor, and all these other investment books. I started talking to other people that trade on the regular. I started watching YouTube videos and learning the language, learning what different types of investment strategies there are, and what works for people and what doesn't work for people, and what works for me in this moment. And right now, I'm a little aggressive for most. My brother makes him a little nuts because I'm a little aggressive. But hey, I moved out to LA to be in show business for 19 years. I'm used to being right here, you know what I mean? The tighter, the better, baby. I perform better when it's right here. When the shit hits the fan, I'm just give me the ball. Just give me the 2 seconds left. We're down by 3. I need to score a 4-point shot. It's never happened in the history of basketball. If it's going to happen, let it be me. Give me the ball. I'll take a 4-point shot. Fuck it. Why not? That's just me. Everybody at some point in their lives, we compromise on our dreams, and it's just life, and it happens. I've done it plenty. I did it for a fucking decade. Oh my God, a decade of listening to people tell me what I need to look like, who I need to be. I'm too big, I'm too tall, I'm too fat, I'm too thin, I'm too bulky, my arms are too big, I have a lisp, fix my teeth. Oh, they wanted me to fix the gap in my teeth, cut my hair, leave my hair longer. Everything else that everybody else that was telling me to do, because I wanted to be successful. And I thought, oh, these people have the answers. They know what they're talking about. They've been at it for a while. It occurred to me, too late, but just on time, because that's the way God works. I felt like it was a little too late. God said, no, this is the right time. These people are talking to me, not for anything, but I'm not Brad Pitt, not Tom Cruise. You're sitting here talking to me about being successful. I'm looking at your roster of clients. I don't recognize any of these fucking names. My name is on there. I was working with the wrong people and I was listening to them. Fortunately, I got surrounded by really good people. I guess I'm focusing on my entertainment career right now. I got surrounded with, I have a good agent, great management. They're good people. They're honest. They let me do my thing. They don't sweat me. I do things on my terms, my failures, my successes, my choices. Me being me who I want to be. Nobody else's. You have to go after what is right for you. Middle management, if that's your thing, learning where you're going in the next few years, if that works for you, awesome. But it's got to wake you up in the morning. It's got to get you excited. If you wake up in the morning and you're like, hey, I can't wait to get to the office, you're probably doing something right. If you wake up in the morning and you got to go, I got to go to the office and I got to do this stupid thing, you're probably needing to do something else. And you got to listen to what the universe, God is like, puts in here, and says, man, I want to do that. If you keep thinking to yourself, I want to do that, for God's sakes, don't sit there and tell me that you don't know what to do. You do know what to do. It's telling you, they're motivating you, they're putting it in your freaking mind. Do this. And yet you wake up and you go and you do something that you don't want to get up and go to bed to do. Get out of bed to do. Life, man, is short. It's like if you can imagine, just like there's a shotgun just pointing right at your face, and on the trigger there's just a little clock, and it's got a certain amount of seconds. That's your lifeline. That's the finger pulling back slowly, but slowly, and eventually it's gonna go off and it's gonna be over. Think about that. If something like that was pointing at your face and you saw the finger squeezing, how would your heart beat? It would be racing, your adrenaline pumped, maybe sweating, anxious, alert, heightened awareness, energy. Get that thing out of my face. You could kick that person down. Imagine if that was pointing at a loved one and you saw that happening. What would you do? What would you do to protect somebody that you saw the squeeze happening? That's what's happening to us. Squeeze is happening to us. Time is ticking. And if you're not doing things in your life that's getting your heart racing, if you're not doing things in your life that are waking you up in the morning, keeping you up at night, tossing and turning, and not like in an anxiety way, not in an anxious way, not in a negative way, but just like, I gotta do this. I can't wait till tomorrow morning. I'm so excited. I gotta take care of this now. If these things are not just flowing out of you all day long, you might have to switch what you're doing. And when I was talking to this young guy who's the banker, and I'm sitting here listening to him and he's telling me a story, and it's like, I'm not motivated. And the conversation switched as usual. I go into my Andy mode, like, especially when, they're a little younger than me, as a lot of people are these days. I'm like, man, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because I'm having this conversation with you right now, and it's slow and it's boring. And I'm not excited about it. And all I came in here to do was to open a new business banking account. Now we're having this conversation. I'm not inspired. I want to talk to people that are inspired. I want to talk to people that have dreams, visions. I want to talk to people that are have to take care. I have to do this. There's a new friend in our lives. Her name is Cassandra, and I'll tag her on this IG, but I watch her videos and she's just flowing. There's just life. She's dancing, she's doing her art, she's doing her thing, and it's just like the energy. You see the energy. You can feel the energy. There's a shift. We want to be surrounded by people that have high energy, positive people that have some sort of drive or an ambition. And it's not about money and it's not about business, but if you got to wake up in the morning to paint, if you got to sculpt, if you got to make music, if that is your thing, awesome. If you got a 9-to-5 to pay for your music habit, so you can keep the band together or keep taking classes, whatever it is, that's fine. But don't just have the one thing that makes you dead inside, the one that kills your spirit. Don't get comfortable. I sit in a shitty chair. I'm always uncomfortable in this chair. Always uncomfortable. Forces me to get up. Forces me to go do something. Don't sit in the chair too long. I can't say this. I've been there a long time. And, for a lot of you don't know that, but, things were rough, really rough, tight, cutthroat. And a lot of it, I could have probably avoided it, maybe made some better decisions. But at the time, I just felt like I'm just gonna listen to other people, do what they tell me, and it'll get me there. And a decade goes by, 15 years go by, and when you're not there, there's nothing worse than going, fuck, why did I listen to those people? I should have done what I wanted to do. And that's what I've been doing for the last 5, 6, 7 years. And you know what? The payoff has been amazing. Amazing. It was hard, because you got to shift all that energy. I mean, you create all this monster energy going into one direction, and it's not going in the right direction. It takes time to start shifting that back in the other way, but you got to push. You gotta push through it, and you gotta just keep moving along, and the energy will shift. And when the energy shifts and you're not resisting it and you're just one with it, oh my God, where you will go, where it takes you. And it's talking to you. Listen to yourself. Listen to what's going on in here. Don't fucking, you can take it, listen, take what you will from people, advice, suggestions. Ultimately, you got to do what's going to work for you. It'll make you happier. The lessons you learn, sometimes they're brutal and they're hard, but they're yours because they're based on the decisions that you made, and you live and you learn. Like this little birthday card here. Just speaking from the heart, passing on my love to you. You know who loves you, baby. Your boy AMJ. Thank you for always being supportive. Like these videos, like the YouTube videos. Just click on the subscribe link. It makes me happy. Have a blessed day. I'll be back.